What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And Invincible Season 3 releases in just 6 days, and my hype level is skyrocketing as we get closer and closer. And I figured, why not express that excitement by sharing some storylines and moments that I'm excited to see get adapted from the comics to the series in this season of Invincible. And obviously, if you couldn't tell, there's going to be spoilers for the comics and that story in this video. So if you want to go into this season totally blind, not knowing anything, don't watch this. Come back when the series is done. However, the comics, stick around. Let me know in the comments below what moments you're looking forward to seeing be adapted in this season. And don't forget to like and subscribe because we are so close to 1,300 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough. The long form videos have been doing so well, and they're so beneficial for me to get all my thoughts out rather than in a 60-second video. So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. But don't forget to subscribe, like the video, turn notifications on, share this video with your friends, comment down below. And with all that being said, let's jump into the video. So kicking things off, I'm really excited to see that Mark versus Cecil conflict kind of come to fruition in this season. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially with the sequence of those two kind of chasing each other around the world. That's a lot of fun to see, and I can't wait to see that in motion because it looks cool in the comics, but in motion, I'm sure it's going to look amazing. But that moment is really pivotal for Mark as a character, and it really starts to define him as the independent leader that he later becomes for Viltrum. And I really like this kind of point in the story because it really is that building block for Mark to become that leader and for him to be more independent. Hence why he gets the blue and black suit, because the way that I see it, the blue and black suit is a symbol for Mark, showing that he's independent, he wants to do his own thing and be his own hero, and he doesn't need somebody like Cecil in his ear all the time. And it's really awesome to see, and I think that this is the first real building block to him becoming the leader of Viltrum, and I'm really looking forward to it. Mark and Oliver's relationship is something that I'm very, very much excited about for this season because, you know, their conflict in the comics, they have big conflicts with each other when Oliver really kind of looks up to Nolan as a dad, and he kind of sees what he did on Earth is kind of justifiable to him, and he uses that to kind of be a little bit more ruthless than Mark is. There's a lot of things that Oliver does that are pretty scary. The immortal become the leader of the planet is kind of something fun that they throw into the story, and it works in a lot of ways, but again, it does serve as kind of like this thing showing that Mark is becoming more ruthless when those two fight and they get into a conflict. When Mark goes to see him to talk to him and everything, they fight, Mark kills him, and that really does show that Mark is just becoming more on his own, like I said previously. But I think that this should probably happen either as a cliffhanger for season 4, or it's going to happen maybe around like the Conquest episode or the Invincible War episode. Who knows? It's going to happen. I'm excited, and I'm excited to see how they go about that. Speaking of the Invincible War, that is something that I did not think was going to happen this season, but a lot of people in my comments section clarified that yes, it is happening, probably in episode 7. Thank you guys for clarifying that concept of having a bunch of different marks that were kind of what he was meant to be, kind of like ruthless and careless for the human race, and just having them come down, wreak havoc on the planet, and having all these superheroes come in to try and stop them, and having Mark, and where he does care for the human race, and we see him fight some other versions of him, and it's just so cool on that kind of level. Spawn, I believe, also makes an appearance during that whole time of the Invincible War and them invading the planet and everything. I'm really excited to see it, and it does lead to a death that is very sad, but we're gonna have to deal with it. Which is obviously Rexplode. He does die. He blows himself up when he is fighting an Invincible because that's the only way to kill him. And it is sad. It's very devastating. And I really hate that the show did a better job than the comics at making him likable and making me care for him more, because that's just going to make it harder to say goodbye to Rex. Prime Video, please do what you did for Adam Eve and give us a Rexplode backstory, like special presentation thing. We need it. I love his backstory. It would just be awesome. But, you know, we're probably not going to get it. I think it would have been cool to get that before season 3, but hey, that's just me. Also, this is something that everybody's excited about. Mark and Eve, they're going to get together. We all know it. We saw it in some of the trailer footage as well. They're teaming up. It's awesome. I can't wait. They're just the couple in this show. Mark versus Powerplex is also something that's been heavily teased in the posters, and that's going to be an awesome fight. It's really cool, and I feel like we're probably going to get introduced to Powerplex early on in the season, and then maybe by like episode 6 or something, we're going to see them fight. But I don't think we're going to get that fight immediately. I think we're going to have some time to get introduced to that character and then just show it off, and it's going to be awesome. Now, the big thing that I'm very, very much looking forward to the most is Conquest versus Invincible. I feel like this is something that every single comic book fan is really looking forward to. I mean, you can't go wrong with that fight. It's going to be so cool to see that happen. And when I tell you, I saw somebody animate like their own version of that fight, I got goosebumps just watching that. It wasn't even the official thing. I am so excited for that, and that is really the big breaking point for Mark. And I feel like that's obviously going to be episode 8. We all know it. It's they had the Angstrom Levy fight as episode 8 for season 2. They're going to do it for this season as well. It's just going to be so cool to see an animation, man. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be so awesome. But honestly, I think the thing that I'm looking forward to, maybe even a little bit more than that, is the prison break with Alan and Nolan, because not only is it going to be some of my two favorite characters breaking out of prison, and it's their dynamic that they have later on is just so cool, and to see that get built through this is really cool. But we're also going to see Battle Beast, and he does some crazy stuff. He's already been confirmed to be in this season, so we know that he's going to be included in this. And he kind of helps them break out, but he breaks out for himself as well. And I feel like that's going to be the only time we see him, but it's just so cool to see it as soon as possible because it's just going to be sick. But I mean, come on, man. I mean, Battle Beast also has his own comic coming out soon, so I can't wait. We're going to get a lot of Battle Beast this year. It's going to be awesome. But guys, that'll do it for today's video. Those are some of the moments that I'm most excited to see in Invincible Season 3. It's going to be one action-packed filled season that is just going to be nonstop, just banger after banger. And we've heard from some people that Invincible Season 3 is, in fact, a very great piece of television. And that just excites me even more because to know that they actually did these storylines justice just gets me so excited. And as an Invincible fan, we're really, 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 really doing well right now, and I can't wait. But let me know in the comments below what your moments that you're most looking forward to are in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're so close to 1,300. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.